Makeup, 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 makeup. You're an ugly cunt. Right, okay, forget the makeup. How you doing, people? Now, we've probably never had the pleasure of meeting each other before, but my name's Wayne. Just an average bloke, average Joe, living here on the outskirts of London. That's suffered from severe depression and anxiety for the last almost 4 years, 24/7. Endless battle, as you can imagine. If anyone out there that's been horribly blessed with that, then you'll understand where I'm coming from. Anyone that hasn't had depression or anxiety, I pray to God you never get it, because you really don't want to be on the receiving end of it. Just a quick intro basically about what I'm going to do. As you know, before having it, people turn around and say, they look really down on that, probably depression. With you not knowing it, you'll be going up to them, smacking them on the plate, say, for fuck's sake, slap them around the face or saying, get yourself together, like, live life. But you don't understand what's going on till you get it. So there you go. Right, in the process of doing this, this is Drayton Ranch, where we live. We had a lovely big building down the end that I converted into a beautiful country-looking pub in 2010. Literally from old stuff out of, recycled stuff out of skips. That was the idea, to build it the cheapest way possible, because we didn't have the money, like someone come do it. Always had just the knowledge of basic skills of woodwork. When you go to school, secondary school, that was it. Nothing else. Never done anything else all the way up till about 30. 35 is when I started this project, and you're going to see in a minute. So, being a skip driver, all the stuff out of these skips I used to get, that's when the pubs in Britain started to close down quite irregular. So we get quite a lot of stuff in the skips. So I was able to gain quite a lot out of quite a few famous pubs as well in London. Built a nice country style pub in there. It went into the Daily Mail newspaper, which I should get some ads. I'll get some memories of it and put them all up on the channel, so you can see exactly what it looked like before. I'm going to show you in a minute, because when you see it in a minute, you're going to think, oh my God, Armageddon's already struck it. Right. Daily Mail put it in their newspaper for being the cheapest built replica to a country pub at the time. That was years ago, and it cost a grand total of £232 from start to finish, fully furnished and everything. So it looked the part. I'll show you the picture later on. At the moment, you're going to see it in a minute. It's going to be God. Anyway, after suffering depression, before the depression, obviously the roof was starting to leak. It was getting old. So I thought, okay, I'm going to take, because I did that sort of stuff in the end. After learning to build this sort of thing, you learn so much knowledge of building work and stuff. It's unbelievable. So if you're ever thinking about doing this in your own back garden and you've got no money to do so, you might want to follow me doing this, because I'm not someone that's, you say, Mr. 100%. Like these ones, I know I'm going to get comments on this channel saying, oh, you can't do that. Oh, no, that's not a professional way to do it. Oh, no, that's no good way to do it. I built this place as cheap as possible, yeah? So I'm going to try and do it again. Now, after literally taking the covering off the roof, my depression got worse, and I literally left it completely uncovered, open to the elements. And over the past 4 years, I've basically been down here twice. It's probably the fourth time I've been down here in that time, actually. And I'm starting to get myself back together to try and do this, because the medication's starting to work better now, only after all these years. So let's get to it. I'm going to show you what we're going to do and how bad a state this place is. Now, this place used to be a beautifully tidy, no cobwebs at all, lovely little place, like a nice little workshop for me. All the spanners, like as you can see, were in their places and stuff. It was clean, tidy, and everything in its place. You can see the state of all this stuff. I'll explain that in a minute. Now, the idea of this is, I want to try and get back to doing something. Obviously, because I've got so much time on my hands, I'm not allowed to go back to work because of my medication at the moment. I really want to be back to where I used to be and start going back to work. So as you can imagine, I've got plenty of time on my hands, but obviously not the money. But forget the money pit. We're going to try and do this as cheap as possible like I did before. The only thing is, I'm 15 years older now. I'm 50, and it's going to be a bit of a mission. So I'm going to show you what used to be my electrics room for mending electrical stuff, like all soldering irons and stuff like that. You used to have bench in there and stuff. Now, after all that time, I've now noticed that the roof has completely collapsed. There we go. That's gone. That room is completely knackered now. It's just rotten. So that is the outside skin of the roof, what's left of it. After I tried to pull it down earlier, got an armful of dust, which I'm used to, and it was a nest of red ants, which bit me to death basically. So I'll stop that for today. The floor's completely rotten. My machinery that's in here still. I'm hoping that's going to work. At the time when you've got your bad depression, you don't care how important anything is. As you know, if you have got depression, your mind shuts down. You don't care. And I'm gutted that that's happened with this. So This place has had the elements of rain coming through it all the time now. So every time it rains, it's just coming through everywhere. So, which is really saddening. So the idea is I want to get this place back up to scratch. If you guys want to follow me on this little project, then please do. It'd be nice to have you on board and following me. Like and subscribe. It's up what you do with it. I don't know. It's up to you. But as long as you're with me, if you want to join me and see how I get on with this, because you're going to be helping me get through this, because I need that vital get up and go again, that kick up the arse to get me back into sorting this out, because it needs doing now. Otherwise, you're going to be too late. It will collapse. And getting back to better than what it was before. Now, this is the workshop side I was showing you. So this is going to be part of the project, which will be back on. So there you go, it's a small workshop. Now, I want to show you the next side. This is the country pub side. That's nothing like it used to be. So you'll kind of look at it and think, how was that 232 quid? Right. There we go. Now, that there was the bar door. So that's behind the bar. The bar was along that bit inside. And that area there behind the log, just where the white walls are, that was the actual country pub. Right? And we had the back bar around there, which you'll see once I can get to it again. That cost 232 quid. I will post some videos and photos of how it did look once I finished it. It got to a stage where once I built it, I then created a TV show online on Facebook. It was called Live at Lenny's, where we'll get unsigned solo and bands, comedy acts in every Sunday night, and do a live broadcast here from the actual pub here in the back garden at Drayton Ranch, where we are. 45 minutes long, and it went on for a couple of years, and we had up to near on 200,000 audience every week across the globe watching. It was just crazy. It was mayhem, no scripts. We'd never presented before. We're just people that live on a council estate. We are everyday people, and we just give it a go. And it actually started to work, but unforeseen circumstances and safety issues I had to shut it down and say goodbye to it, which I'm gutted to actually. We even got to make a pilot episode for one of the actual main terrestrial channels, but we lost out, and it had so much going it could still go. It's more like the Big Breakfast, if you remember that in England. Anyway, look at it now, and as you can see, the wallpaper's peeled off, the ceiling's collapsed over there. It's knackered. Then I had the idea of putting an extension on, which is the extension here, which me and my son done. We fell out shortly after we started doing this, and that was basically the beginning of the actual progression of the depression, and basically that's when I left it. So everything's exposed to the elements, everything is completely knackered, as you can see, rotten stuff. It's got rats in here and that, and since then all people have done is just come in and put stuff in here, and literally not put stuff anywhere, it's particularly just there like that. So what I want to do, people, is my aim here now is, if you come along with me, because you'll be helping me as well. I don't mind the vicious comments, because like, cool, blimey, we're all used to it. I've got a face like a slapped arse. I've been used to being mugged off and commented on and slagged off all my life. But there you go. We're not on about that. We're on about getting this little thing done. I want to start this project. Now, like I say, I've not got a lot of money, so I'm going to do it as cheap as possible once again. And like I say, I'm 50 now, 15 years later, it's going to be more awkward work. First aim is to get this roof done above me, re-strip it and get some new covering on it once I've sorted the boards out, which I thankfully have still got over there wrapped up in the corner under the blue tarpaulin, which are brand new. So I'm going to make progress with that. So if you'd like to come and join me on this mission, please do, because I guarantee you it's going to be different. I am Mr. DIY non-expert who's going to show you the way I do it. And if anyone wants to do it their way, go and do it your way. If you want to do it my way, follow me, and I'll prove to you it does work, and it can last. All right. So yeah, there we go. But I'm going to do a disclaimer. I don't want no lawsuit saying, "Oh, I tried it your way and my house burnt down." No, thank you. You watch these sort of things at your own free will, and do not do what I do. Okay. Thank you very much. So in that case, I'll give you a quick shot of what we're looking at again. That was called Lenny's Bar, which hopefully should come back, I'm hoping, plus a machine workshop, and that's how I'm going to go for it. So if you want to join me on this, then please do. In the meantime, I'll just let you watch some of these little videos I'm putting up for now. I'll get some footage. I've got to get used to using the camera again. I've not been anywhere near like doing this sort of thing for about 4 or 5 years. So as you can see, the beard's growing and stuff like Christmas is coming. I'll be Santa soon, you know what I mean? I ain't got a chimney to get stuck down. If you have a problem understanding, because I do talk a bit quick here and there, just let me know and I'll slow it down a bit, like, you know what I mean? So in the meantime, ponder on what I'm going to put up, and if you want to like and subscribe or just join me, then please do. I'm going to be getting started soon, and it'll be great to have you with me. Welcome to the revival of Drayton Ranch's live and original, worldwide known, live at Lenny's and the workshop with me, WAYNEE.H. See you soon.